Tonight at 5, there are questions about whether there were even more fights at an IPS school where a former teacher is accused now tonight of neglect.
He's charged with not stopping a fight between two elementary students in his classroom, even encouraging the kids to keep fighting. Thanks for inviting us in. I'm Scott Swan in tonight for Felicia.
And I'm Anne-Marie Tiernan. Matthew Foltz was in court this morning as the suspect made his first appearance before a judge. Matthew.
That court hearing lasted less than 10 minutes, and this is also the first time that we saw Julious Johnican in person. While he gave no comment following the hearing, the attorneys representing the family of the victim spoke to me. They tell me that Johnican seemed immature. Any comment from you guys?
Thank you. Have a good one.
There were no words for 23-year-old Julious Johnican as he leaves the courtroom this morning behind his attorney, making a smirk.
I don't think, from the impression I got today, that he understands the gravity. He should by now, but I don't think he does.
At the center of the case is this video showing two students fighting in an IPS classroom last fall. Johnican is being charged for failing to stop the fight at School 87 and filming it on his cell phone. Tammy Meyer is one of the attorneys representing the family of one of the students, a 7-year-old with special needs.
And I'm looking forward to having a copy of it, and figuring out how many more incidents we have. We know this was not an isolated incident, so I hope now we can start getting to the bottom of this.
Meyer says they're working to get a hold of the cell phone to see if other students could have been harmed, but haven't had success.
I've heard a lot of excuses from him and from his lawyer in the last week. Gee, I don't have transportation. Gee, I haven't been able to talk to my lawyer. One excuse after another why he couldn't produce the cell phone where a search warrant was executed.
A paralegal for IPS told IMPD that Johnican was hired during the pandemic and was not a fully certified teacher, which causes more concern for the attorneys on why IPS allowed him to be in charge.
This young man was left completely unsupervised in a classroom, was on an emergency permit. We know that others in IPS understood and knew that this classroom was an unsafe environment. And what we really want to ensure is that this doesn't keep happening.
Now, Johnican is due back here in court for a pretrial hearing on July 23rd. That hearing is set for 8:30 a.m. Reporting in Indianapolis, I'm Matthew Foltz, 13 News.
And Matthew today did reach out to IPS to get a response on the attorney's call for action, including training and supervision of young teachers that are in the district. And we just heard back from IPS in the last hour telling us they're sticking to the statement that they sent out last week, saying, quote, IPS is aware of the charges filed against a former IPS teacher. The district will continue to comply with any and all investigations concerning this case. So we also did reach out to the Marion County prosecutor about whether or not they've gotten Johnican's cell phone and cell phone records. They sent us back a statement saying, quote, law enforcement's investigation is ongoing in this case.